Hello and welcome back to this channel where Jesus is King and God gets all the glory. I wanted to get on here real quick because I'm learning a new software, and I had dabbled in it before, and I created things in it, functional things, and I've pitched to clients with it and all this stuff, but I've never watched a tutorial. And so today I've been heads down pretty much the whole day learning, and I had a really good understanding of the program, but there were a few things that after watching tutorials and finding forums and other people who use it and what they use, you find a lot of shortcuts and tips and tricks. It really didn't take me a long time to make this thing, but it looked good, but in the back end, it probably was a little problematic. And so here I am, I'm watching this tutorial, and I realized that sometimes I feel that I'm need to be more prepared, and it's never too much to learn something. If you're interested in something, you're going to learn about it, and it's going to be interesting, it's going to be fun. But I always had a hesitation because I was like, well, this is not really my thing, until I realized, oh my gosh, it's totally my thing and I really like it. And in the beginning I was like, can I do this? And I absolutely can. But anyway, I wanted to share that because it applies to so many other aspects of my life. My whole career has been this. I don't know how to do it, but I'll find out. I'll read something, and I love to learn, and I'll watch a tutorial and I'll ask a question, and I'm not too proud to ask. And there was one time as a junior designer, I didn't know what a smart object was, and I made this huge website and I had to change this button, and it took me forever. And my boss is like, it's because you didn't make it a smart object. And I'm like, yeah, but I didn't know what that was. And I wanted to ask, but I was so exhausted. I was just like, let me just, because even if I would have made the smart object, I still had to replace it everywhere. It doesn't matter. The point is, at that time, this was many years ago, at that time I realized never again. If I don't know something, I have no problem saying, I don't know what it is. Can you please show me? Because I don't want to suffer needlessly. And after sitting and watching, I was trying to get different, there's components and variants and different things and toggles and just all this stuff, and I couldn't. And then it perfectly aligned and everything made sense, and I had to watch one person do it, and I didn't understand. He wasn't. Then I found a girl, a lady, and she just broke it down, and it was the same. They literally made the same thing in their videos, but something about it. And when I got a little frustrated, I was just praying. I said, God, can you just give me the right tutorial so that this makes sense? And he did, but it took time. It really took time. What I find interesting, though, the reason why I'm sharing all of this is because the moment I started watching the tutorials, I got hit up for something, for a job, and it was what I was doing. And they were mentioning my portfolio, my background, and the fact that I know this new thing, how I would be the perfect candidate. Now, in all of this uncertainty, God is showing me not just when to hear his voice, because I think that was the first step, is hearing his voice. Don't do this, don't do that, go here, go there. But I think we're at another place where I have to feel him in my spirit. It's not just hearing him, I have to feel him in my spirit. And I realized this when there was a decision that I had to make. It's completely off the table now. But the reason why it's off the table now, although it looked very nice, is because my spirit was not letting me sleep. I had no rest. Every time I thought about considering this opportunity, I couldn't sleep. I was having nightmares. My spirit was like, please don't do it. Please don't go back. And every time I would consider it, it was just like, no, don't do it. So now, this morning, I said, Lord, what am I doing today? What should I do? Should I do some exercise? Should I do this? Should I apply for more jobs? Should I do that? And he's like, just, focus on what is it that you want, because I don't want to do the jobs that I've already done. I've already been the like super senior in every situation. I want to break. I want to either do something else that's far different, or teach other people. But I think I'm getting my teaching fixed with Bible lessons or whatever. And as soon as I just said, this is what I want, I'm going to focus, this is what I want, my energy is going on this. I want this. I'm focused on this. I want this. This interests me. Doors started opening up. And at another time, I would have maybe needed to hear God's voice. But now, I because I'm getting more in touch with my emotions, shocker, I'm able to feel the Spirit of God in me. Like, let's do this. Let's not do that. Let's do this. Because it's immediate peace. It's immediate clarity. Everything just kind of quiets down, if that makes sense. And you just flow. And sometimes there's still roadblocks, but you get through them. I mean, I was like not falling asleep. I was getting too comfortable, and I was like, no, this interests me. Just like I could sit and speak to someone and they could share their life, and that would interest me. This also interests me. This interests me so much because it's so challenging, and I'm learning and I love it. And as soon as I did that, God was like, oh, you're listening to me? Not just listening to me, you're feeling my spirit. It's guiding you through this. And you're doing what you gotta do. Bet. And then and I just want to encourage somebody. It's not supposed to be, I don't think so, this, I gotta bleed, and it's gotta be, and it's just listen to the nudges that you're getting, or you're feeling, whatever it is that you're feeling, that's keeping you in peace. The reason why I can go to sleep at night, even though I'm not producing as much as I would like to, is because I know I've given the day everything that I can give it. I've given it all. I'm here 100%. When I have to rest, I rest 100%. And when I have to work, I work 100%. And I learn 100%. And I'm very intentional with what I'm doing. And it's really been helping. So find that peace. And I'm not talking about avoiding and putting your head down, and also not being so overwhelmed with your problem that's all you focus on. Focus on the small steps that get you closer to where you want to be, because God can fill in the gaps, and you might not even think you're capable or that you're really far off, and God's like, actually, you're right there. You're there. You just don't know that you're there yet, but I brought you here. And you're like, oh yeah, actually, it's not as bad as I thought. And remember, he's outside of time, he's outside of space, he's outside of everything. So the rules don't really apply to him. So what might take people years to do can take you a few days. Yeah. Who's someone just loves you? I love you. Bye.